Hey guys, we're to another Captain Collector video, and today I'm showing off something else I got at a comic book store. Not from the dollar bin though. What they have is these packs where they include issues together. It's like 3, and normally they're like kind of overpriced. This one definitely was, but they're just 3 issues I wanted to read. And also I'm on this thing called like League of Comic Geeks or something like that. And there's like a thing for Ghost Machine. So it was like read 3 Ghost Machine books, and I was like, oh, I'll pick up something eventually, maybe in a graphic novel. But then I saw this, and it was perfectly 3. It wasn't even that expensive, so I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And that is the Rocketfellers 1 through 3. I know there's like 12 issues, and it's still ongoing, but you gotta get that thumbnail on. Yeah, so I don't know, it's this Family Odysseys on there. Bro, with all like the different publishers in Image, like Ghost Machine and all these different ones, like I know they have like a shared universe, but then they have like Family Odysseys, and I'm like, okay, I don't even know what that means. And then there's like Unnamed, and I'm like, I don't even know like what the difference between these mean. But let's just open this John up, because these are actually books I am gonna read. I'm hoping. So why would he use this tape? I don't know, but here we go. So let's get these guys out of here. So first, we got Rocketfellers number 1. So I don't really know much of what it's about, but I do know it looks like a sci-fi type of adventure set in like the modern day. Beautiful art though. And like kind of like reminiscent of like old, like it kind of reminds me at least of like 60s like sci-fi books, but it's like modern age version of it. So I don't know, looks pretty cool to me in my humble opinion. And on the back they have ads for the different things. Oh wait, 4 universes. Oh, so there's 4 universes in the Ghost Machine thing. There's Geiger and Redcoat, Rook Exodus, Hyde Street, and Devore, I guess. Then Rocketfellers and Hornsby and Halo. Interesting. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if like I'm not tapped in yet, and if I should check these guys out. I do have the first Geiger graphic novel over there that I still need to read, and obviously I'm gonna start reading these. So if I like them, I'm gonna keep reading it. But I did hear really good things about Geiger still currently. Redcoat actually looks pretty interesting to me, so I might actually check that out. Rook Exodus looks really cool. Hyde Street, I don't know. I don't know about that. The Rocketfellers, obviously I picked it up. And Hornsby and Halo didn't really look that interesting to me, but like also kind of interesting. So just let me know, put me on, tell me if I should check out all the Ghost Machine stuff, if this one's buns, and this one is like peak. And I know everybody is gonna be like Geiger, read Geiger to peak, and I know I will. I have it in graphic novel. I will read it. But I haven't even read the first series, which I have in graphic novel, like I said. And then here we go. We got the Rocketfellers number 2, wearing red outfits. Oh, it's Christmas, I guess. I don't know, it's a Christmas tree. It looks very Christmassy, but it's not around Christmas time, so I don't know, but looks pretty interesting. I wonder if like each one's episodic. Like if what I mean by an episodic is a comic book, but if I read number 1, is that one story, or is this like arcs? I kind of hope. I don't know how I feel, because I normally like my books where it's not just all in one issue, even though I like it as like I don't know how to put it. I like it when the whole story's in one issue, but at the same time I also like when it's spread out. But I do kind of like variations, you know what I'm saying? Like so like if you guys are tapped in, you guys know I have the DC like Infinity app or Infinite app or whatever it's called, where you can read comic books online. And of course I read most of my comic books, like I don't know, I have a whole stack down there. I don't want to pick them all up and have them fall or whatever, but I read most of them in person. But with my job, I do sometimes have time to read like a comic book during a shift. And me as a big comic book fan, always squeeze that in there, you know what I'm saying? So because of it, I'm reading series that like I normally wouldn't get to read, if you know what I'm saying. So like that's why if you guys watched my last video, I talked about reading Extreme Justice. I'm currently reading the Vigilante 50 issue series. I don't know, there's just a whole bunch of different books that I really want to read personally. And yeah, I just have it on my list of stuff to read, and I'm steadily pushing through and reading them. I don't remember what else. Oh, but a lot of the older ones, it's like the entire story is just in that issue. And sometimes it's fire, and sometimes it sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Vigilante, there's, like, the one issue where he started, like, questioning killing people because, like, he went after an innocent guy. That's, like, the whole thing. That was, like, the whole twist at the end, you know? And that issue was great, in my opinion. But then sometimes you get, like, a whole story about something, and it's about, like, this guy, like, killing somebody, and I'm like, man, it's kind of boring, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really interested in it. And then sometimes it's like, oh, here's a story over a certain amount of time, and it kind of kills it for me because I'm like, I don't even like this arc, you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's a really good arc, you know what I'm saying? So, honestly, if the story's good, it's good either way. I did just spend 2 minutes yapping about nothing. Man, that was the worst conclusion I could have came to. My conclusion was, if the story's good, it's a good story. What? I don't know. Whatever. Here is the Rocketfellers number 3. Don't know who that is on the cover yet, but I guess I'll find out. Looks pretty interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know. Also, another cool thing about, like, Ghost Machine is, other than, like, Geiger and maybe earlier, like, Junkyard Joe and Red, probably these ones I won't be able to get, like, the physical earlier ones, but if I wanted to read Hyde Street, Rocketfellers, Hornsby, and Halo, these ones are, like, the newer ones, so I can probably read them and be perfectly, like, I could get them, I can get them individual instead of, like, having to get a graphic novel. Even though there's nothing wrong with graphic novels, but, you know, sometimes I just want the actual books, you know? Because even though it would be easier to just get a whole graphic novel of this, but it's kind of cool having, like, all 3 physical in my hand, you know what I'm saying? And being able to be like, this is all, like, the Rocketfellers books. There you go. Pretty fire. So, yeah, that was it. I'm probably going to read them. If I did end up reading them, you'll get a little review here. I am going to read it eventually, but if I don't read them before putting out the video, then obviously that didn't happen. But, you know, pretty cool either way. Anyway, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye. Alright, so I'm here, and I, obviously, you know, if you see me, I did read the 3 issues I was going to of the Rocketfellers. And yeah, so as you can tell, I changed locations. It's a different day than when I last filmed it. And it's really late right now. I just read it, and it's like 3 in the morning right now, but I was locked in reading them, and I was like, I might go to bed, but I was like, nah, I want to read them for the video. So I did, and it was worth it. I actually really like it. I'm already planning on buying the next 3 issues. That's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to buy it, like 3 and 3, you know what I'm saying? Because I can read it. It's like half of a graphic novel, so I can, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get another graphic, I don't know. I think there's only 1 graphic novel out right now, though. But very good. I'm not going to lie. It kind of feels like Fantastic Four without the superhero stuff, just science-y. Basically, the plot is it's this family, and they come from the future, and it's kind of like they're in a witness protection program, and they're like hiding from these people trying to like take them, and he has like this eyeball thing, which we don't know what that does yet, but I bet we're gonna figure out by the end of this arc, just because like by looking at the description on Midtown Comics, it was talking about the eyeball, so I'm pretty sure the next issue is gonna be like explaining stuff about it, you know what I'm saying, in this arc, at least, or at least I hope so. but you never know. And I am gonna also read Hornsby and Halo too, because it's the same universe, so why not check it out? But I very much liked it. I would probably give all the books about like an 8.5. You know what I'm saying? They're fairly good. I really like the family. The dad is pretty good, even though he's mostly focused on science, but you can tell bro cares about his family. Like even when he's locked in, like the second, so the first book, is basically trying kind of just giving you the overall, like, so you understand the family members, what they do, what they're into, how they feel about their situation, and just kind of introducing it to you, like their backstory. And then it's like a little barbecue on Thanksgiving. That one was pretty good. I thought it was all right, just like learning about it. But I feel like when it really shines, which so I was like looking at reviews, and I feel like I'm in the minority for this one, but I feel like it really shines in book 2 and 3, right? It's a slice of life book. There's action in it, but that's not what it's for. It's basically the family doing wacky stuff. And the second one was a Christmas book, as you can kind of tell by the cover. Also, their suits are fire, by the way. And yeah, so basically they need a Christmas tree because the dad's been locked in so much with his work that it's Christmas Eve, they need a tree. So basically, the plot is he grows a tree and maybe it grows too much. That's basically the whole thing, and there was good themes about protecting nature, which I fully agree with. I hate it whenever I see them kill a whole bunch of trees to build some building there. It's like, bro, like, I hate that stuff. But, yeah, very much enjoyed it. And you really get more of, like, the family in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dynamics in the family, all that. And there's certain characters, though, that, like, I love, bro. I have a goat in this book. And that brings me to number 3. So number 3 is another story. More stuff happens with the eye, so you find out a little bit more about that. And yeah, I don't know. I just overall pretty nice, has to deal with the power outage. There's just different things happening. It's a slice of life book, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's always scientific-y things going on, and always like the threat looming of this girl right there on the cover. She's trying to track him down. Obviously, there's some like pink dude at the end that looks kind of like Glob or whatever that dude's name is from the X-Men. So I don't know what's going on with that dude. But yes, overall, very much enjoyed it. I would say my 3 favorite characters are the mom, Rachel, the daughter, which I forget the name, and the grandpa. I love those characters. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was funny when the mom was like swimming in the ocean like under the ice and like popped up, and it's like the neighbor's there, and he's like, "Oh, okay, didn't think you were gonna be there." I don't know. She's just pretty tough. And the little girl, and I really like the little girl's relationship with the grandpa and stuff around the grandmother, which read the book. I'm not gonna say anything about that, but very good. I really like the grandpa too. He's like he's 125, he says, and he's in shape and he can do running, do a whole bunch of exercise and super strong. But he's not one of those like old people and I'm a jerk and I hate everybody type of characters. He's a really kind-hearted, a nice person, really cares about his family. Overall, like every single book, my 3 characters I like more and more. I do like the other characters, like I said, the dad's like with his work, and like the son is doing stuff, and as you can see by the end of 3, something that he's doing is causing a little bit of problems, and I feel like that's going to be another side conflict that they have to deal with. And the dog is just a dog, but he has like robot arms, and he flies a helicopter in it, and he makes them all different breakfasts. So the dog is also a little goated side character. This is Barf. So that's all I'm really gonna say here. You know, I give it like an 8 out of 10. Will be picking up more. I know they're at like 11 now, and I only have the first 3, but I'm probably gonna slowly get them. So yeah, very good in my opinion. I would recommend it if you're good with reading slice of life and like science-y type of not like too deep, like you can understand it easily, but type of like fun books. And if you enjoyed um the current run of Fantastic Four, less with the actiony, but like more like the family aspect, I would recommend checking it out. I did see reviews, so you say, why would you read this if that's going on? But why can't you enjoy both at the same time? If you like the one thing, why can't you like the other one? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Why? If it's too similar, but it's still good, so it's like, I don't know. But yes, that was the Rocketfellers. Would recommend reading it. Very enjoyable time. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this little showcase video. And make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Goodbye.